Fire Department Grodno dates back to 1817. Even then, a wooden fire tower was built in Grodno. Such a building did not appear by chance. Fires remained the main problem of the city for many years. Just during the late 19th century, one of the largest fires in the history of the city occurred, when more than 500 houses burned down. After clearing the rubble, it was decided to build a stone fire tower. The symbol of Grodno's security was built in the form of a 6-story tower. The corners of the tower are cut off, which gives it an unusual appearance and neo-Gothic features. Special attention should be paid to the facades of the tower. Each tier of the tower is different. All window openings have different sizes and shaped masonry. Today, the fire tower has lost its original purpose. Now the Museum of the Ministry of Emergency Situations is located in the building of the tower. Admission to the museum is free. After the restoration, another interesting detail appeared in it, a mysterious bas-relief. The bas-relief is a kind of fresco with people in the form of the Ministry of Emergency Situations. It is noteworthy that the artist depicted on the bas-relief the legendary the Mona Lisa. She is disguised as one of the employees. Thanks to the opening of the museum, another interesting tradition has been preserved. Every day at exactly 12 o'clock in the afternoon, the sound of a trumpet is heard from the tower. He informs the residents and guests of Grodno that everything is calm in the city. Anyone can visit this observation deck, which is located on the upper tier of the fire tower in Grodno. To see the whole city and its sights, you will have to walk 120 steps of a spiral staircase made of wood. There is a fire tower at the address Zamkova Street, 19.
The Great Choral Synagogue is one of the oldest synagogues in Europe. The history of the synagogue dates back to the 16th century, when a small wooden building stood on the site. The stone synagogue in Grodno was built by the Italian architect Santi Gurci. Throughout its history, the synagogue burned twice. After the first fire, it burned down completely. The Great Choral Synagogue in its current form was built by Ilya Frunkin at the beginning of the 20th century. Wonderful artist Napoleon Orda depicted the old synagogue on his canvases. Also during the Second World War, Ghetto number 1 was located here. In Soviet times, it housed a lot of things, starting with warehouses and ending with art workshops that had nothing to do in today's. And only in the 90s of the last century, the historic building was returned to the local Jews. The Jewish community fully restored the synagogue. In 2011, reconstruction began in the synagogue. In 2014, the museum became a branch of the State Museum of the History of Religions. The permanent exhibition also includes the theme of the Holocaust. There are many unique evidences of the time preserved here. Among the exhibits are notes of children who died in Auschwitz, audio and video recordings of witnesses to the tragedy. Now, there are services, culture events and meetings of the Jewish community.
Saints Boris and Gleb Church, Kaloja Church, is one of the oldest active churches in Belarus. Its construction is associated with the names of Grodno princes Boris and Gleb. The church was built in the 12th century. The Kaloja Church has survived many severe trials over its long history. Crusader attacks and many wars, natural disasters and large number of destructions. But the greatest damage was caused to it in the middle of the 19th century by landslides. Then the southern and partially western walls were lost. During the restoration process from 1896 to 1906, they were replaced with wooden ones. But the care for the preservation of this historical place continues at the present time. Some interesting and curious facts about the Kaloja Church. There is a door in Kaloja that cannot be opened. The legend says that this door will open when the end of the world comes, and all who pass through this door into the temple will be saved. A special feature of the Boris and Gleb Church is its double walls. The outer and inner layers of bricks form a space into which numerous voice jugs are inserted. There are 448 of them in the temple. These special elements give the church unique acoustic properties. Here you can also see the Kaloja icon of the Mother of God, which is more than 100 years old. This is the main shrine of the Boris and Gleb temple. Thousands of people honor her as a miraculous and bring their jewelry to the image as a sign of gratitude for fulfilled prayers. A real work of world art is kept in Kaloja, part of a mosaic by the author Vasily Vasnetsov. In conclusion, I would like to add that Kaloja Church is an architectural pearl of ancient Grodno and one of the main landmarks of this city that attracts a large number of tourists.
This building appeared in Grodno in 1793. The church is a monument of architecture in the neo-Gothic style. Lutherans pray within its walls. There is a rose window on the facade of the building. And inside, there is a beating heart. This is a symbol of Lutherans. As you can see, there are no icons in the church. Lutherans believe that a person's entire attention should be focused on prayer. A spiral staircase from 1912 has been preserved in the church. Here is a clockwork mechanism that is already 110 years old. Also in the church there is an altar and a pulpit from 1906. The pulpit in the church is necessary for reading sermons. The main feature of this building is an organ from the 1960s, imported from Germany. If you want to hear the amazing sound of the organ, then you can come on Saturday at 6 p.m. and on Sunday at 3 p.m. to a mini concert of organ music.